Right, we're out in the highways and the byways once again. First, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh.
Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutation to the humble of His truth and sincerity. We're nearly at the end of this so-called Edomite spring. They call it what? The Greco-Roman Empire. But they're known in the Bible as Edomites. Jacob and Esau. Esau, Jacob. We say Esau, Jacob because Esau come out first. But the blessing was from Jacob because he said that Esau's too wicked. He said for the Most High's, you know that scripture? Is that Romans? It says about Esau, was Jacob.
Romans 7. Book of Romans chapter 9 verse 13. I'll start from 11. It says here, for the children not being yet born, neither having done any good or evil.
Right, see that? The children not even born. What are these children? These are the main characters in the Bible. Jacob and Esau. Today he plays out as the so-called black and the so-called white. This is a black man, just to talk about the 12 tribes. I'll just explain it to a French guy from Judah all the way down to Issachar. Are the so-called black people, the Israelites, in a nutshell. And the next person up on the line is Esau. Because why? Esau is the end of the world. He's going to be reigning in the last days before the coming of our big brother, the one they call Jesus Christ. His real name is Yahweh. Yeah? Read that again.
Romans chapter 9 verse 13.
Yeah.
Starting from 11. For the children not yet being born, neither having done any good or evil,
right,
that the purpose of the Most High according to election might stand.
Well, that's the point, the election. What did he say? He said we're going to read it in Genesis. It talks about Genesis 20. Genesis talks about Esau and Jacob.
What the birth of?
No, it talks about the first came out.
Wait.
Yeah,
Genesis chapter 25.
Verse 24, yeah. So read that after. So read that where it says being not yet born, he was
It says here, being not yet born, right, neither having done any good or evil,
right, no good or evil,
that the purpose of the Most High, according to election, might stand.
Right, so he elected. The Lord said, right, even though the so-called Caucasian come out first, it was Esau, he elected Jacob because he said, right, I'm going to give the blessing to Jacob. Because he's already, remember, he said they haven't done any good or evil. But he knew the baby, what was coming out, was going to be the evil one, the first one. So the Lord done a little number on that, because originally the first child would get the blessing. But he done a turning the things upside down. He made one the younger and he made the other the older in spirit. You know? Can I read that? Read on.
Not of works, but of him that calleth.
Not of works, you see? Because they're not even born yet, so they couldn't have any works. But he already elected, because he knew that second, the first child was going to be the wicked one. Esau. Read on.
It says here, it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger.
Right, so when the first one comes out, he's going to be a servant to the younger one. So that's what it was. That blessing was the oldest is going to serve. Instead of the youngest serve, the oldest is going to serve. Why? Because this man only has a dispensation of time. He's ruling now because he's calling himself a so-called white man when he knows he's red. He's staying far away from that red interest. Because we're going to read it in Genesis 20, 25 and 21. That story. So read on.
As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Right, so the Most High, they jump to Genesis 25. Esau, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Why does he hate their so-called Caucasians? Because they're wicked. He made them wicked. Look at them. Look what they're doing today. They're distressing the earth. They're defiling the minds of the people. And they're O'Malley. They're unruly. They're lawless. So read that, Genesis 25.
It's the book of Genesis chapter 25.
This is more information on the Jacob and Esau.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 23.
Go for 21.
I'll start from 21. And Isaac entreated Yahweh for his wife.
Read it verbatim.
It's like it. Entreated the Lord for his wife.
Right, the Lord. So Isaac entreated the Lord. So in other words, he went to he spoke to the Lord and said, Lord, my wife is barren, she can't have no children. So you entreat him, that means you come in the presence of the Most High. What else?
Because she was barren,
Right.
and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived.
Right, she got pregnant. So let's see what happened with this pregnancy.
And the children struggled together within her.
Right.
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
Right, so the babies was fighting in the womb. So she's saying, if it's a blessing to have children, why are they fighting? Why are they struggling inside of me? And the Lord said, what?
And she went to inquire of the Lord.
Once again, they went to a prophet. This time, she went to a prophet. Okay, read on.
And the Lord said unto her,
Rebecca went to a prophet, and the Lord said unto her,
2 nations are in thy womb,
right, so 2 nations. So these twins was going to make 2 different nations. The so-called Edomites, the so-called white people today, and the Israelites, Jacob. These are the 2 nations. Okay, read on.
and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Right, so they have different mannerisms as well. One will be a mountain climber, a man of the field, can't keep his nose out of other people's business. And the other one will be chilled in the tent, chilling, no feet up, day back. And the other one will be all about up in people's business, out there, worldly. Yeah? So read on.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
Right, so it's going to be stronger. Who's stronger? The Israelites are stronger, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Right, read on.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
Right, so the white man's going to serve the black man, the Israelites. So this is what we're coming to the end of now. We're coming to the end of the Greco-Roman Empire, you see, and they're going to serve us. Where you serve them, they're going to serve us with rigor, hardcore rigor, slavery. Yeah? The way they slaved us, they're going to be slaved. That's the Bible. Read on.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled,
Right.
behold, there were twins in her womb.
Right, twins. Jacob and Esau. Or Esau and Jacob.
And the first came out red, all over like an hairy garment.
Right, the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. Hairy, the beast man. Yeah?
And they called his name Esau.
Esau. What does Esau mean? Other one. Means red. Like Shashua. Wasted away his heat. So his blood shows forth through his skin. That's what makes him red. Yeah? His blood is transparent. In other words. Yeah? You know?
And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob.
Right, then he says his hand took hold on Esau's heel. So Jacob put his hand on the heel. Why? Because he knew whoever comes out first gets the blessing. But the Lord already designated that the so-called white man was going to serve the black man, the Israelites. But he didn't know that. So he put his hand on his heel to pull him back so he can come out first. Right, we're going to get that in the Apocrypha. What's that? 2nd Ezra 6 and 7.
The book of 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first? and the beginning of it that followeth.
Right, the end of the first and the beginning that followeth. Right, the end of the first will be the end of this man's kingdom, and the beginning is a newcomer's. There's a new sheriff in town called Reggie Hamlin. There's going to be new rulers. Well, not really new, it's kindness. It's just a replenishing. Because the Israelites are the rulers of the earth. That's why it's out of sync. Because of natural, the real people are not running the earth. The imposters. You know?
And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him,
That's what we're talking about. Jacob and Esau were born of him.
Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau.
That's what we're talking about. In Genesis, the heel of Esau is to pull him out of power. So when the white man goes down, the black people are going to rule. The Israelites are going to rule. So we're coming to the end of this. Edomites are going to rule.
For Esau is the end of the world,
Right, so that rulership. So we know we're in the end of the world, the end of a rulership, because Esau's ruling. This is the last kingdom. Right, because we had the picture of the statue with the head of gold and the chest of silver and brass, the toes was miry clay. That is the rulerships, the Medo-Persians, the Babylonians. The end rulership is the rebirth of the Greco-Roman Empire. And that's these Edomites, so-called white Edomites. They're the red Edomites, you know?
for Esau is the end of the world,
Esau is the end of the world.
and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
Right, so the rulership is going to be changed, the changing of the guard. So-called black men, after they go into World War III, and they get blown to Smiths, the Lord is going to come and he's going to put the Israelites back in their ruling place, rulers of the earth. It was made for our sakes, according to 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter. Read it. You know that?
The hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Other questions are just asked how much.
Right, so let's jump back. So that's the point. The changing of the guard. We're talking about the Edomites, because why? The Edomites are ruling at the moment. And we're coming to the end of their designated time, you see. It's up, the time is up. Remember Jeff Goldblum in, what was that film there? ID4, Independence Day?
Oh yeah.
He said time is up. Yeah, the clock stopped and they started to attack. So the time is up for the Edomites, so-called Caucasians. The days are numbered. Revelations 12th chapter says he knows that he's got a short time. The Edomites have got a short time to rule, so the days are numbered. You read them?
It says here, Genesis chapter 25, verse 25.
Right?
And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment.
And that's the Edomites, Caucasians. They run from that red business. They call themselves white people. Because white, they change that red to white. Because white is the law. Red is the devil. Red means danger. So they don't want to take that there. Crimson. They don't want to take that red cloak on. Because it shows you who's the man that you're supposed to stay away from. The one that will bring you danger. You know?
And they called his name Esau.
And they called his name Esau. Like Joshua, wasting away his skin. Because his pigment shows through his skin. That's when you know, when we go back to the story of Cain said, basically, they didn't want to kill him. Why? So they could see he had no pigment. They knew that he was the man that everybody is to stay away from. He's very dangerous.
And then
He's a killer, he's a murderer. Read up.
And after that came his brother out,
Right.
and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob.
Jacob, like what? It's a planter. Yeah? You read them?
Oh, that, but
Oh,
boy,
fuck.
I remember his heel, his hand was on the heel. Yeah. And his name was called Jacob, and Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter.
His score was 60.
A man of the field,
Man of the field, that's who Esau is. That's why he smelled like wet guy. he's a man with thorns. And basically, his physiology, his biology is just like an animal. Because the Lord put that animalistic characteristic inside him. That's why he can eat raw meat and steak tartare and not get poison, food poison. And he eats raw meat with all that bacteria in it. That's why he's really an animal. But his facade is, he looks like a so-called human. He's walking on 2 feet, he can speak, he can calculate, but really he's grunting like an animal. He was walking on all 4s as well. Even though he could walk straight up, he's an animal, he's a beast. You know?
And Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents.
Yeah, chilling. He said that, chilling. Tents.
And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison.
Right, so Esau used to bring deer. That's why he was a hunter. Isaac did like his deer meat. Venison is deer. Because while Esau was hunting, Jacob was chilling. Mainly, Jacob was a mother's boy, really. Because his mother, Esau was a father. Vladimir, are you Russian?
Yes. What?
Are you Russian?
Yes.
Huh? You Russian, yeah?
This.
Let me ask you something. Do you know what Putin done recently?
What? Okay.
You know Vladimir Putin?
Vladimir Putin is the man.
Are you Russian?
Yes.
So you know Vladimir?
No, I'm Jewish.
You're Jewish? Oh, you're a Jewish person. Oh, wait, right. If I said Jewish, yeah? You're not the real Jew.
I'm not.
You're not.
No, I'm
You're not.
serious. I'm not.
Do you know about the history of the Jewish people?
Yes, I'm not.
Who put you in that land in 1948, 1948? Who put you in that land?
I don't speak very good.
Lord Balfour put you in that land.
I don't speak.
Yeah, you was put in that land by Christ. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
You don't believe in Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ is a prophet for Jewish people.
Your people say that Jesus Christ was born in excrement.
No.
Yes,
No.
Jewish people, yes.
No.
You got the Talmud and the Kabbalah. You got the Talmud, didn't you?
No, my friend, because the Talmud, also the Kabbalah, it's a it's different to tradition.
It's not biblical tradition. See, this Bible, it's nothing to do with that.
When it's the tradition with the Hebrew, it's a very different.
Even the Hebrew language.
Because it's a vocal, it's a vocal, also the consonant.
Yeah.
It's different because when it's a
No, you use the
consonant.
characters, but you put consonants on it.
Because when you read, you put another vocal.
Yeah.
You go another
right,
word.
but that's not the real language. You use the characters, but you use consonants. The real language hasn't got no consonants.
Yes.
Right? But what I'm trying to say is, at the end of the day, the people in the land, what's his name? Who's your prime minister?
Where?
In Israel now.
Like you know.
Benjamin Netanyahu. Yeah. Why do you think you've got so much problems in that land at the moment? If God is with you, if you're the people of God, why have you got so much problems in that land?
Because the people is a little bit crazy everywhere.
No. Because remember, you're supposed to be God's people, no?
What?
You're supposed to be God's people. The Jewish people are God's people. Yeah?
God?
God. Israel?
Yeah.
Who's Israel?
Israel.
Whose name was Israel?
Israel. It's a name like the people who go with the God. The people, you.
No, that name Israel. Where did it come from?
It's Israel.
Where did it come from?
Tradition. It's a people is go together with the God.
No.
Yes, this is tradition.
Israel comes from Jacob.
Yes, but it's go Israel. It's the people what is go with the God. It's not the one country, one race. Israel, it's when the people is go together with the Jew, with the God. When you think God, you are Jewish. Yeah, go because
Anyway, by the way, you're not the real Jews, we are.
You're ready, yeah? Always a pleasure to see you, brothers. Keep it up. Love you, brother.
Yeah?
You're looking fit, by the way. You bigger body, you're looking fit. Yeah.
This is in Genesis chapter 25, verse 28. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. And Jacob sod pottage.
Rebekah loved Jacob, why? He's mother's boy. Israelites mainly are mother's boys. Yeah? That's just the spirit. It's biblical. It's biblical. You know?
And Esau said, and Jacob sod pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint.
Right, so the Edomites, the so-called Esau, was making venison. Sod pottage, he was boiling it, yeah? Sodding it, he was boiling the meat and that, the lentils. And what happened? He come from the field and what? Sorry, Jacob was sodding. Yeah?
And Jacob sod pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint.
So that's what happened. When he was cooking it, and he said, look, I'm hungry. Just give it to me red, not cooked. I'll eat it now. I'm so hungry. I'm about to die. Now I'm going to eat it red. You know what I mean?
Therefore was his name called Edom.
Right, Edom, Ed, red, so Adawam, red. And not only is he red and dangerous, he likes his food red and uncooked. When the Lord said you mustn't eat anything, Genesis, Leviticus, what's that, 14, around 25, 26, he said you mustn't eat anything with the blood in it. So he's contrary to what the Most High said. Everything the Most High says, the Edomites do the opposite. Because they're lawyers. They weren't given the laws of God. Even though there was our twin brother, our older brother, they had been, the Lord had relinquished any connection to him, or them to him, or him to them. Castaways, in other words. Read them.
It says here, Jacob said, behold, it's like and Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright.
Okay. So our father said to the Edomite, to Esau, sell me your birthright. The birthright was to rule forever. Being the firstborn, the inheritance of the earth forever. But it's all set in the spirit already, because we already said that the children, not even done good or evil, that he elected Jacob. But it's got to play out. The Lord has always got to play it out in the physical, in the flesh. You know?
And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. What profit shall this birthright do to me?
Right, so he didn't even want the birthright. He said, look, what's the birthright going to do for me if I die, if I don't eat no food? So therefore he relinquished his birthright. He said, you know what? F the birthright. You know?
And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob.
Right, he sold his birthright. See? Gave it up. Gave up his rulership forever. Because what? He's a man of low integrity. Yeah? Read on.
Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils.
Right, so he gave him the bread and then he gave him the red grub, the uncooked food.
And he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright.
Right, despised it. So therefore, we're coming to the end of his rulership. Even though the Lord gave him a rulership, he ain't going to rule forever. Even though he thinks he is, but he's not going to rule forever. What's that scripture where it says about, is that Psalms 49? Yeah, Psalm 49.
They should.
He's in before. very proud man. He thinks he's going to keep the captain of the earth, keep a grip on the earth forever. That's not how it's written.
The book of Psalms chapter 49 verse 11,
Right?
their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names.
Right, so their inward thought is that they're going to keep captain of the earth forever. No, that's not what it's written. See them?
Have a quick research.
Another research.
We jump back down to should we continue from Romans?
What's the date on there?
Or is it about the what do you call it? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? Jumping back to Romans chapter 9 verse 13. As it is written, I'll start from 12. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. Verse 13, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Makes an example of occasions.
It says in Malachi chapter 1 verse 3. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High?
Right, so that's what people say. Well, he made us, so obviously he loves us if he made us. No, he made you to serve blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That was your role. That was everybody's role. All nations were created to serve the Israelites. But because we broke the law, statutes, and commandments, we put us at the bottom. So, right, you've got to work yourself back up. How are you going to do that? The law, statutes, and commandments. That's how you get back up. But not forever. I'm going to put you down, but I'm going to build you back up again. You know?
Yahweh forbid.
God forbid.
For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy,
Right.
and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy.
I jump to Isaiah 14th chapter, start from 1. Who will have mercy and who will have mercy. So let's see what we will have mercy.
The book of Isaiah chapter 14 verse 1.
Right?
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel,
So he's going to choose Israel, Jacob's name will choose Israel, and do what?
and set them in their own land.
So right, he's going to put us back in the land. That's how we know that Jewish man will come up and say, oh yeah, I'm Jewish. I've got the Magan Dawada on my neck. Morgan David. They call it the Star of David. That don't make you a Jew. That don't make you an Israelite. You know?
And the strangers shall be joined with them,
All the strangers, the other nation. You know?
and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Lead to the house of Jacob.
And the people shall take them, and bring them to their place.
Right, we're going to take them. We're not going to ask them. We're going to take them. In that day, we're going to take the people to our place. Our place is Jerusalem. You know where they're flying up the Palestinians over there? That's our place. None of them are supposed to be there. That's our house. Yeah, we know?
The people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Right, our place is Israel. We know?
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord, Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Right, so all this is future prophecy. This ain't happened yet. When our Lord turns up, we're going to take all these nations captive. Mainly the Edomites. The main people are the Edomites. We're going to take them down to our land because they're going to build up our kingdom the way we built up theirs. You know?
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
Right, we're going to rule over who's oppressing us the most? The Edomites. Putting leg in the water in Flint, Michigan, running us down, putting us in prisons. They're doing all kind of abominations to us. What's that movie with Tony Tyrone? I'll show you what they're doing to us. Same rigor that the Egyptians put us through, the Edomites are doing the same. Or what nation hasn't done it to us around this? You know?
It shall come to pass in that day that the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
So we need to rest because all nations look down on us. Yeah? Even the Moabites, this little Moabite, with anything on moves, innit? Huh? Squid and everything. Mamsies they call them, the Bible calls them Mamsies. What do you say? They won't even get in for the 10th generation. So, the Moabites. Why? Because they're incest baby.
Which is that's the most I've taken the piss.
Yeah, it's the same name of the
The 10th generation. It says here. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
Who's the hardest bondage? The Israelites. The longest bondage is what? The Trans-Sahara, 1,400 years. Then you've got the triangular slave trade. But who was in the middle of all that? The Israelites. God's chosen people. He told us he would put us in captivity if we break his laws. And we did. Hard-headed Negroes, Hispanics and many women. This is the punishment. This is how we know that we're the Israelites. You know?
So see, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say,
Who's the king of Babylon? Esau. He's the modern day Babylonian. Right? Because he uses a lot of Babylonian customs. Christmas, that's a Babylonian custom. Putting the tree in your house.
Birthdays.
The birthdays.
What's coming up? What's coming up now? What is it? Is it Mother's Day or something? Or Father's Day?
That goes back to the king of heaven. And that's what he does. He takes all the, not all of them, but he takes majority of the customs out of every empire, and he's culminated them and made his kingdom off of all these other people. That's why he's a base man. He really has no history.
So all over the world, but we also
his mother and father's skulls in the caves. He's a cave dweller. That's what Caucasian means. Dwellers of the Caucasus Mountains. Caveman. You know?
It says here, and say, how have the oppressors ceased? The golden city ceased.
Right. The oppressor ceases the Edomites. The golden city is America. What do they say? That city, you can go there and become a millionaire. So that city was golden. America is probably the land of prosperity. Even though they stole it from the North American people. Killed God in the movie. They stole that land. You know? Right, sir? Where are you from, sir? Irish. Oh, you're Irish. You know where the term Irish comes from? Yeah, Hebrew goes back to the Hebrews. You know that? Yeah. You know Irish goes angry man, irate. That's where you get the term irate from. Angry man. Yeah. Oh? Listen. 100% true. 100% true. The Irish go back to the Israel. Some of them anyway. Remember, do you remember when back in the oldie? Yeah, back in the day they used to serve in the pubs. No blacks, no dogs, and no Irish.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember?
I wouldn't remember what was there, but I know the story.
Why was that? Because they knew that the blacks and the Irish were family. They go back to the Hebrews. That's why they said that. Why wasn't the Welsh or why are you
message are you trying to get across here?
The Bible.
Okay, right.
The Bible. We're in prophecy now. World War III is going to happen. Missiles are going to be shot off. America's going to be burnt to smithereens, according to the Bible. We're not being brother comes, right? The one of Jesus Christ. It doesn't look like this. You know? According to the Bible, it's a nothing.
You never want to look like that coming from where he came from.
Yeah. But the Caucasians can't take the sun, innit?
That's a European man.
Yeah, you can't take the sun, can they?
Yeah. Good luck.
Alright.
Says here, Isaiah chapter 14 verse 5, the Lord Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers.
This is future prophecy. He's going to break the staff. That's a rulership. Right? doing that now. He's breaking their rulership. That's what I'm just thinking. He's breaking their rulership right now, as you can see. You want to read up?
It says here, the Most High Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke.
Right.
He that
Look at all the people around the planet. Only when the Caucasian man goes, it brings calamity. That's smiting them with a stroke. Look at what Israel's doing to the Palestinians. Look what the Americans do to everyone. The French, the Dutch. Look through history. Smiting the people with the stroke of wrath. That's what they're here for. They're here to bring calamity. That's what Caucasians bring, calamity. You know?
a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations with anger is persecuted and none hindereth.
Right, he's going to be persecuted. It's his turn. Turning on the table. He is going to be persecuted. He is going to be put down. You know?
The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing.
Right, and that's what's going to happen. The whole earth is going to be quiet. As in, no wars, stuff like that. Well, it tells you that all the nations are going to go back into their own land. Their true land.
Yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying that since thou art laid down, no fellow is come upon us.
Right, so when the
Come against
Caucasian
us.
man goes down, even the trees are going to rejoice. Because they're not going to be cut down, they're not going to be farming the trees and all that stuff. The earth, because it's defiled, this man's defiled the earth. That's what he does. You know?
Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee. Even all the chief ones of the earth, they have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations.
Right? All the kings of the nations.
All they that speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
Right, and that's what the nation's going to say, because now everybody's got that nuclear bomb now. I mean, everyone's got that weapon. That's how they're becoming weak. Because before, when they dropped the fat man and little boy, everybody was scared of the Edomites. Because they mastered atomic energy. Split the atom, as they call it. Because what do you say? He's the man of, he's the harbinger of death.
Yeah, and the border of wicked and slaughter.
Yeah, and he does it. Everything he does, he wants to bring calamity, death, and destruction. You know?
It says here, Isaiah chapter 14, verse 11, thy pomp is brought down to the grave.
It's pride. It's pride. It's come down to the earth. When he says grave, that means like, basically it's being right down to the bottom, so it kicks. You know?
And the noise of thy vials, the worm is spread under thee.
Like the vials is like music. Because when he's playing music, what? They celebrate. So when he's brought down, there's going to be no celebration for him. That's when we start to celebrate. You know?
The worm is spread under thee.
Worm is just like his financial system now is all jacked up. Yeah? Before it was awash with stolen money. This society is set up on stolen money.
The worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?
Right, so they're cut down to the ground because the future prophecies will be cut down, it's brought down. And he weakened the nations by his philosophers. That's one of the tactics. Killing, robbery, all this is what he's done. That's why his pomp is going to be brought down. His pride. It's a very proud Obadiah. You know?
It says here, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High.
Right,
I will
ascend into heaven. That's why the Babylonians built that tower as well. They built the tower to go up to the heavens because they wanted to reach God. So they say. Yeah? The white man's built his space stations, the phone, trying to reach God out there. That's the Most High's realm. As soon as they went up there, that's when he started to bring them down. 90s, the early 70s. 69, 70. You know?
It says here, and I was said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High, I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
So his throne because the Israelites were sitting there. Yeah, he would elevate himself. Like if he was like, we had that Jewish guy, like if he was the people of God, and he stole the nationality of our people. That's what he's done.
It says here, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds, I will be like the Most High.
How is he doing that? By his splicing, by his technology. He's trying to be like God. His eye in the sky. He's trying to see everything. He wants to know everything. He wants to see everything. That's how he's trying to be like the Most
So let me
High.
explain. So when Harry, I'm talking about from the moment that Harry got stabbed, yeah? Harry was at the bottom of the pit.
Yet shalt thou be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms?
So the Edomite, is this the so-called ruler, the ruler of this planet, that did shake kingdoms? How did he do that? By his weaponry, his bombs. Dick Cheney, shock and awe. That's shaking the kingdom. He shook, was that Iraq? Or was that, yeah, it was Iraq, yeah. Shock and awe. He shook that kingdom by his bombs. He called it shock and awe. You know?
That made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, opened not the house of his prisoners.
Right, and that's what he's done. Losing the prisons, so the blacks as much as they don't win them. Right, sir?
Just, I don't know, what is it?
Where are you from? What country?
Doesn't matter.
What country are you from?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, everything. Okay. What country are you from?
Thank you.
Where do you buy? Demon.
Says here, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners. All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, everyone in his own house. And thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch.
That's what's going to happen to you when you cast out your rulership. You are an abomination. Why? Because you live by abominable things. Leviticus 20 and 13, Romans 1 and 25, all the way down. One of your abominations, but there's many. The Edomites are known for their abominable acts. Like I should say today, LGBTQZ, that's an abominable act according to God. The one they call God, his real name is Yahweh Shai. And your pop, that's more pop. Because the Lord already made a what is that, Judith 1 and 7? He said he made Solomon was a Gomorrah. An example.
Yeah, an example to them that shall live to live ungodly, yeah. I don't know, names when that truck came next to me. Just when the truck came in, I got shifted. Like, he was right there. As soon as the truck was coming in, this guy came across here so fast.
Why? Because you didn't get licked down.
I don't know, maybe because you couldn't hear it. He just thought, oh, fuck that. It's funny as hell. No, where's it good? Says here, all the kings of the nations, even all of them lie in glory, everyone in his own house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain. Basically, you know, if you get, you know, in war, when the clothes are not slain, they're discarded, basically. You know what I'm saying? No one's gonna pick them up. They're covered in blood, guts, and whatever.
Yeah.
Finished. thrust through with a sword that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned.
Right, and that's when was the evildoers? Edomites. Even though Jacob had done evils, but the evildoers, the people created to do evil, are the Edomites, the wicked. You get that in Job 9:24, Malachi, it's about the wicked. Yeah? Go to
Malachi.
I'll go to Obadiah.
I'm at Obadiah. I was going to grab the Malachi one. It just gives it a bit more.
Yeah, grab that. That's a quick.
Definitive, yeah.
Just read Obadiah. We're on the Edomites today.
The book of Malachi, chapter 1. I'll start from 1. It says here, the burden of the word of Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahweh, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Right, that's what we say. Why if you loved us, why are we not ruling? Why are the Edomites in love? Why is every nation? Why are we going to slavery? Why this, why that? Because we broke the law. We was given the laws and he said to us, if you keep the laws, and that's in Genesis 28, I'll put you above everyone. If you break the laws, you come down low. And everybody will be above you. You know?
I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Right.
Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord?
Two main characters, Esau and Jacob. This is what all this play is about on the earth. It's about these two nations, the Israelites and the Edomites, or the Edomites and the Israelites. Yeah?
Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and I laid his mountains and his heritage
Right,
waste.
so he loves the Israelites, but he hates the so-called Caucasians. But because he's just, he had to give them a rulership. You know? Then they couldn't say, well, he's just, the Lord is just. Yeah, he is just. That's the play. This is his play. See?